want to share why I still shed tears while watching Akeelah and the Bee. I heard Michelle Obama interviewing the actress Keke Palmer. And Keke Palmer, Michelle Obama told her on a podcast that she loves that movie. And Keke Palmer said, I wish more people would have loved it box office wise. So, but the movie draws tears from me, not because Akeelah won the spelling bee. Here are the reasons that I cry physical tears watching this movie. And I'm telling you, I'm not soft. I'm not a pushover. Please know I grew up in inner city South Memphis and not on the soft side of South Memphis either. But because I've been in a few tough situations that you might not believe the diction and the vocabulary would bespeak. But let me tell you why I cry. I'm not crying over her winning the National Spelling Bee in the movie. I cry over the struggles that she had to overcome, which are so typical for so many of us in inner city communities. She had the odds against her. Her neighborhood bespoke trouble. She had lost her father to tragedy. Excellence in spelling wasn't the thing at her school. Her school mocked scholars. Some neighborhoods and even some schools aren't conducive to scholarship. Her school was underfunded and woefully underserving. I went to an inner city school, elementary school, and I remember the books that looked like they had been through hell and high water because they had been passed down and passed down and passed down, pages missing, this and that. That's what underfunding does. But also, you have to deal with, in some inner cities, the late Dr. Jawanza Kanjufu wrote a book, To Be Popular or Smart. And many times in inner city communities, some kids choose to be popular instead of smart. I wanted to make everybody laugh because I was through with my work 30, 40 minutes before some of my classmates were. So sometimes even the smart or those who are teetering on brilliance, they learn to do things to be accepted because popularity is the thing. Akeelah faced incredible odds in this movie, but her community found a way to rally around her and support her. Many of us have seen that time and again in some of our community's finer moments. But how many of us grew up in neighborhoods where struggle was the norm? And many of our friends, I walked mentally up and down a couple streets in my head for a couple streets that I lived, and I counted about 24 people who I felt like had passed before their time. So I grew up amidst struggles. I wouldn't change my childhood for anything. But the scary thing about growing up in an inner city, South Memphis, are the tears that you learn not to shed. Wow. Pain becomes so normal in some places, in some inner cities, that you learn not to cry. The movie moved me because it displays the power of a resilient people and a resilient community. I will always love those. It's my personal thing. I love those who others count out. I've been counted out. I've been that counted out person a time or two myself. I wish I had a more exclusive call, but my call has always been to the underdog, the little man, the little woman, and those who others count out and look over. I wish, like I said, that I had a more exclusive call. I wish I could be named among the named among and be amongst the creme de la creme, to be a great boule brother and hear about the struggles but live above it. But that's not my call. I cry over this movie because Akeelah and her community of love didn't allow their circumstances to keep her from the dream. I want that same thing for so many that grew up with me in Memphis, Tennessee. My tears are not just tears shed from a movie, they're resilient tears. They're tears of sorrow, and most of all, they're tears of hopeful anticipation. I cry over what our inner cities can be, what Memphis can be, and what people of color can be. I pray the Lord blesses this anticipation of mine. I love the movie Akeelah and the Bee. This movie made me realize that my tears are over what communities of color can be. And I do love my people. For one thing, it's a positive movie. No one gets shot in the movie. Of course, they almost tried to typeset that little piece in where the brother was hobnobbing with a guy from the streets. But even the guy from the streets, the whole community rallied around Akeelah. And that's what we so seldom see in inner city communities of color. Folks, I believe, and I'm filled with anticipation. The movie is a great shot of what our communities can be. I believe it can still happen. Lord, please make it happen. And that's why I cry physical tears over Akeelah and the Bee. Be blessed. Don't give up on our inner cities.